Hey, how's it going, everybody? Tommy Star here with TD Healthy 2015, bringing you another Blu-ray update video. We are at about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks since my last update, and I gotta tell you, I have a huge stack of Blu-rays to go over with you guys that I've picked up. It's probably one of the biggest updates I've ever had. I don't know why I picked up so many Blu-rays over the last 2 weeks. I just happened to find a lot of good deals. And I don't know, but I'm excited for you guys to see what I got. A lot of good stuff in this update. Like I said, if you can see down there, big old stack of Blu-rays, and it's only been like a little over 2 weeks. So, but yeah, so here we are. Here it's a Saturday. It's the weekend. I'm off work. Just chilling down here, having a good day. Just got back from soccer. My son had a soccer game today, and I figured I'd come down here in my man cave and give you guys a Blu-ray update so I can start putting this stuff away, get it in my shelves, and make room for all the new stuff. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll show you guys what I hoarded up on the past 2 weeks. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. I got everything sorted in categories so I can just run through with you guys. And looking at it here now, what I got in this update is going to be mostly, what do I got? Horror, DC and Marvel, which actually I don't think I have any Marvel, just DC. And then a couple Disney titles, and then mostly just A to Z. So yeah, and then I got one steelbook I'm going to show you, which is actually part of horror. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll just start getting into this. Start things out with some horror. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start things out with steelbooks. This is the only steelbook I got in this update. Is Sam Raimi's original classic, The Evil Dead. This is a pretty badass steelbook. I've never actually seen this one before. I came across it at Half Price Books. I've been making a lot of pickups at Half Price Books lately. I just recently found out that they, sold Blu-rays and DVDs, and I never knew that. And now I've been really checking them out a lot. I've been going to a lot of different ones. I seen this the first time I was at this particular Half Price Books, and it was $15. I mean, not really expensive, but I didn't really have enough cash for me that day, so I skipped it. But then when I went back the second time, it was still there, and I had to get it. But like I said, really, really nice steelbook. Best Buy recently just put out a steelbook of this movie, which is just basically the original artwork of the original Blu-ray that they released, but just in steelbook form. So it's, it's got the blue cover and whatnot. This one is just so much cooler. I think this is like a UK release. But yeah, I just think it's badass. It's got some really cool artwork on the inside as well. If you guys check that out, just badass. But yeah, I never owned the Evil Dead films on Blu-ray. I was actually in the process of getting this Blu-ray collector set of all the films, including the remake, in a cool collector set of like the Book of the Dead. And I ended up finding out it was the wrong region, so I was kind of bummed out about that. So I just decided to go ahead and just, get these individually. But figured it'd be cool to get the first one on this, sweet steelbook. But yeah, so kick-ass. I love the Evil Dead films. Always been a fan of them. And I'm happy to, start owning these now on Blu-ray. All right, that takes us to Evil Dead 2. Once I found that steelbook of the first one, I had to start finding all the others. Now, I always knew that Best Buy had Army of Darkness and the remake Evil Dead, but I had trouble finding part 2, at least at stores, brand new. And I came across this at Half Price Books. I was really surprised and happy. I remember I found this movie at Half Price Books, and I really wanted to buy it, but it was crappy. It was, it was really damaged. The whole case was just tore up. And I was almost gonna get it because I wanted it so bad, but I'm like, nah, forget it. I'll just find it somewhere else. Order it if I have to. And then I noticed they had a second copy, and this one is just like excellent condition. I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with this one. But yeah, I'm happy to find this as well. I thought that this was gonna be one I'd have to order, but in the end, I was able to just grab it in person right at Half Price Book. So yep, Evil Dead 2. happy to have this one too. And of course, I trucked my way over to Best Buy and got Army of Darkness, which of course is the third film in the Evil Dead series. This one is really a really fun movie, a little bit different from obviously the first two. But still a really fun movie, and I definitely had to own it. Scream Factory released a pretty sweet edition of this film, and I was thinking about getting that one instead. But this one was so cheap, $5.99. I love Scream Factory, but obviously we all know they're pretty spendy, always in the $20-some range for films. But it does have some pretty cool artwork. I might still end up getting it at some point, but of course, as you can see there, Best Buy had this for only $5.99, so I just grabbed it. But yeah, so. Happy to have this one. I don't have the remake yet. Best Buy had that. Every time I've ever stopped at Best Buy, I've always seen it there. But for some reason, this time around, they didn't have it. But it's okay because I think I'm going to pick up the steelbook of that one. They got this pretty cool steelbook on Amazon that I've seen. I think I'm going to just go ahead and purchase that one. But, yep, so now I got the first 3 original Evil Dead films on Blu Ray, and pretty soon I will have the remake as well. So, great series of movies. Really fun to watch. Pretty scary as well. All right, we're talking about Evil Dead. I had to pick myself up the first season of Ash versus the Evil Dead. Have not seen this. I don't really get opportunities to watch TV shows because I don't have cable, and I don't really get into Netflix. So, I don't really know much about TV shows, but I obviously know that they've been releasing a lot of different horror TV shows lately, like the Scream one, which I picked up on the DVD. They got like an Exorcist one right now. I know they got a Hannibal one. I think they're like gone through 3 seasons of that. So I kind of decided I really want to start collecting those too now. I was never going to get into TV shows, and I just decided, what, I want to start collecting them because they just look really cool and really interesting. I mean, obviously TV shows is a lot different from actually watching a movie because it's just like such a long running series and you get a lot of it. So I decided, I want to get into TV shows. I want to start watching them. So I'm going to start picking them all up. And I had to grab this one. I've heard a lot of good stuff about this. Of course, we all know Bruce Campbell is in this. So I'm really, happy about that. And I'm really excited to start watching this. See, it's got the really cool lenticular Blu-ray slip on here. But yeah, happy to have this and excited to start watching it very soon. All right, so the next title here in my horror Blu-rays is Clown, an Eli Roth film. Now, this is a newer movie just recently released onto Blu-ray a few weeks ago. However, I believe this movie was actually released like a year or two ago overseas. Never had it released here in the United States. Finally got it here. I remember coming across this when I was looking up, future Blu-ray releases coming out that I always check online. I came across this that way, and I watched the trailer for it, and it just looked really, really, really cool. And then, of course, a lot of the YouTubers that I follow gave it excellent recommendations. I had to pick this up. Blind buy, but I just knew I would like it. And I got to tell you, it's one of the best horror films I've seen in a really long time. Really stylish, just a really unique type of movie. I'll just give you a quick little breakdown. Basically, the movie starts out, there's a mother, father, and a little boy. And the dad is into real estate and whatnot. And it starts out the day of his son's birthday, and they had hired a clown, to come to the birthday party, which got canceled. And when the dad finds out, he's still working, trying to get home to the party. And when he finds out, he's kind of bummed out because he knew how bad his son wanted the clown there. So he's at this one house, this abandoned house that he's trying to sell. And he's looking around the house, and he finds this chest with a clown suit in it, and he's just kind of like, bingo, he's like, oh my god, awesome. So he decides to dress up as a clown for his son's party, to give his son what he wanted. Now he ends up, after the party and whatnot, he starts to realize that he can't get the suit off. He's trying to pull the wig off, and it's like it's hurting him as if it were his real hair. The suit, he's like using knives and like saws trying to get the suit off, and it's like breaking the saws, like it's like just like stuck to him, like meshed to him, and he doesn't understand, and then he ends up finding out through like the brother of the guy that owned the house who died, And his brother, knows all about the suit and, tries to tell him don't put it on, but then he finds out he already put it on. And basically what it comes down to is that it's, an evil spirit that has inhabited the suit, and whoever puts it on basically becomes this evil clown. And I gotta tell you, it's a freaky movie, pretty much all the way through. But at the end, it takes a really freaky turn, and it gets pretty creepy. And I just loved it. It had semi decent ending, but it was just a really freaky movie. I don't come across that many movies that I find freaky, and it was a pretty freaky movie. So I'm highly going to recommend this to horror fans out there. A really, really good movie. One of the best I've seen in a long time. Check this movie out. It's really, really good. And of course, from, none other than Eli Roth, creator of like Cabin Fever and, like the Hostel films and, stuff like that. So check this movie out when you get a chance. I mean, I'll even tell you, if you're a horror fan, buy it. You won't regret it. Trust me. Really, really kick-ass film. It's got a really cool slipcover on here, and special features wise, you get what do you get in here? You get a making of, featuring Eli Roth. So check this out. Kick-ass. All right, next we got The Crow. I picked this up, as you can see, they were $3. I found a nice little selection of films at one of my Pawn Americas in my area out of here. And we just stopped there not too long ago, and just found a couple of pretty cool titles there, so I picked this up. I had this on DVD by itself, and then all the sequels in a separate collection. So since I had this on its own on DVD, I just figured I'll pick this up on Blu Ray. This obviously is the best in the series. So, yep, you gotta like the movie The Crow. Cool movie. And kind of excited to see it on Blu-ray. So. All right, next we picked up Christine. If you guys remember that Out and About video with my son, he actually came across this at Best Buy. I don't know why I never seen it at Best Buy before. I kind of overlooked it, I guess, and all the times I've been there, because I'd never seen it before, and he happened to come across it. He knew I liked this movie, and it was pretty cheap. It was like $10. Pretty fair price for a movie that is, you don't really see that often out in stores. So I picked it up. Love this movie. I got the 1/18th vehicle of Christine that I bought a couple years ago, and I've always liked this movie. John Carpenter, based on a Stephen King novel. I mean, it's just a really cool movie, and I'm glad I found it on Blu-ray. As you see, I haven't opened it yet. Definitely gonna have to get on this soon. I haven't actually even watched this movie in a really, really long time, so it'd be kind of cool to revisit it through 1080p. So, yeah, Christine, good movie. All right, so another horror clown movie, Stitches. I have never seen this movie. I just picked it up because I kind of came across it looking in Best Buy's little dump bin of their $5.99 titles, so it wasn't expensive. A friend of mine has this movie. I remember him telling me about it a couple years ago, and said it was fairly decent. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out, but it was so cheap, and I just figured, go ahead and grab it. But I'm gonna be watching this soon. Still haven't even opened up this one yet, but yeah, just like I said, just grabbed it for the hell of it. I like clown horror movies. Maybe it'll be crap, I don't know, but for that price, I don't mind. I'm a collector, so yeah, but yeah, excited to watch this pretty quick here. So all right, next we got Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, another one of those pop art series with the cool new artwork. As you guys remember, my last update, I had picked up Psycho, and I really wanted to get The Birds that day, but I don't think I could find it that day or something, but I finally found it at Best Buy. Was it Best? No. It was Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. Best Buy is where I couldn't find it, and then I seen it at Walmart, so I grabbed it. But you gotta love The Birds. You gotta love Alfred Hitchcock. He's in my opinion, he started a lot in the horror world. He was kind of set the tone. But I'm excited to watch this on Blu-ray. Like I always tell you guys, older films from the 50s and 60s and some 70s. I love watching the transfer, the cleanup from DVD to Blu-ray, because it always looks so cool. Most of the time, but again, these pop art series give you the same underneath. So, what's up, buddy? So I like I said, I really like these new pop arts, and most of the other ones that they have, like non-horror, I pretty much have all those movies on Blu-ray already. So I don't know if I really want to just buy them again just for the new pop art. So I just I don't know. We'll see, I guess, but yeah. The Birds. Okay, so that now moving along here takes us to my DC Marvel films, which obviously is only DC in this update. I got all 3 seasons of Arrow finally. I was telling you guys that I in my last update, I started picking up Marvel DC TV shows on Blu-ray. I debated on it for a really long time and decided, what the hell? I'm a collector. I got all the movies. Why not get all the TV shows? They had this really great sale going on at Best Buy, and I was kind of, beating myself up over the fact that I didn't pick up all the Arrows that day. But I just didn't really have the money, but I had to go back and get them because it's just, the deal that they had at Best Buy was amazing. These films, these TV series always run, like I tell you, in the $30 to $40 range. And they had all 3 of these, like I think season 1 was $10, and these 2 were like $15 a piece. So $40 for all 3 of them. I mean, that's an amazing deal that I could not pass up because I was afraid that if I let it go, then the time the sale would end, and then I'd be really debating if I want to buy them all because I don't like paying like $30-$40 for a Blu-ray. But I'm glad I got these at the special. I'm really excited about watching them soon. Season 4 just came out. I almost bought it, but I decided to hold off for now because it's $40. I know it'll go down. They always do. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time. I'm going to get it. I just want to give it a little bit of time for the price to drop a little bit. Maybe if it gets down to the $20 some range, I'll pick it up, or hopefully they'll have another sale or something. I don't know, but I'll get it eventually. Obviously, I'm in no hurry because it's going to take me a while to watch all these, so I'll get them. But yeah, Arrow season 1 through 3. Heard a lot of great things about it. Can't wait to start watching it. I heard that they've kind of brought Flash into the series, I believe, as well. Join these 2 together in the same world. So I'm excited to really get into these TV shows. I just now started Gotham. I'm on episode 5 of season 1. I got so many different TV shows to start watching now that I had to get started on them. So I'm going to kind of hold off on movies for a while. And I'm just really going to focus on the TV shows because I got a lot to watch. I got about 15 right now of different TV shows I got to start watching. So, and we all know how time-consuming TV shows are. They're so long, but I'll get them all watched very soon. All right, next we got DC's Legends of Tomorrow complete first season. This just recently came out too. I've heard a lot of good stuff about this particular series. I don't know much about the storyline, the characters and things like that. I've tried reading up on it a little bit, but I don't really know much about it. But I've heard a lot of people have said good things about it, and it sounds really exciting. So I'm really excited to get started on it. This wasn't too expensive. I mean, I think it was like $30, maybe a couple bucks less. And like I said, it just came out. Usually when they first come out, they're about $35 to $40, but this one was a little cheaper than I thought, so I just grabbed it for the hell of it. Yeah, like I say, I mean, I've seen a lot of previews for it and stuff. It just looks really cool. I'm wanting to collect all these now, so I had to get it. So yeah, DC's Legends of Tomorrow. And you guys let me know what you think of all these superhero TV shows. Like I said, I just started Gotham. I have tons of Marvel to watch, tons of DC to watch. So, for those of you who are really into these and have seen them all, let me know what you guys think. Let me know which ones are like the best in your opinion, so I can, I know which ones I should definitely start with right away. So, but yeah, that about does it for DC titles.